Hey guys, it's Roberto, and here's another tutorial on FX Advisory Indicator 3, trading off higher time frames, daily and weekly charts. And so if you look at the bottom left, you see these trades that were taken anywhere from January 30th through February 1st. And they were all based on daily and weekly charts. So let me just show you trades, what I look for. And first, I need a candlestick pattern. That's what you see here, price action. Of course, the advisory indicator, buy or sell signal, and stochastics indicator. So this one here, I wasn't going to add this one because you don't see it on my account, but it did qualify. There was a buy signal. Three or four things to take a trade. And this trade is Australian dollar based on the weekly chart. Notice this candle here. That's a bullish engulfing candle, which is a reversal candle. And notice how many candles it covered. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, which is enough for a reversal. Stochastics indicator is oversold. The two lines are crossing to the upside down at 20. Remember, when stochastics is oversold, 20, it wants to go back to 80. When it's at 80, it wants to go back at 20. It's an oscillator. So three things I look for: candlestick pattern, and in this case, this is a bullish engulfing candle. At a buy signal, advisory indicator is giving us a buy alert, and stochastics is oversold. Okay. Now, the same thing is happening right now. We see I actually took this trade before this weekly candle closed. I think I took this trade based on the daily, not the weekly. Regardless, the advisory indicator is giving us a sell signal. Notice that the sell signal happened to be a previous resistance level back in September. Now we have a nice bearish engulfing candle. Stochastics is overbought, so there's still time to take this trade. The initial target is 79. Most likely it's going to head all the way down to 77. Okay. Again, 4 reasons to take a trade. Advisory indicator giving us a sell signal. Excuse me, on the weekly chart. We have stochastics is overbought. And again, when you trade off the weekly and daily charts, there's always plenty of time to take these trades because it takes time before they develop. For example, here we had a sell signal and we had an inside bar and then a false break turned it into indecision candle, and the next candle closed. So you had at least 3 days to get into this trade. Okay, of course, the most obvious place would have been up here, and you would have missed out on quite a few trades if you rather missed out on about 50 pips. But still, it's a weekly chart. Stochastic is overbought, and there's your trade. You could have stayed in here for an entire week, and that's what we see right now. Okay, we have stochastic is overbought. We have sell levels down here. 79 is the first stop. Once it breaks 79, it's going to continue to 77. All right, let's go to another trade. So that trade here it is, Aussie dollar. I'm up 154 pips. Okay, so when you're taking trades on a weekly and daily chart based on the advisory indicator, expect at a minimum of 100 pips on these trades. Okay, before you put a break-even stop loss. And that's what all of these have, break-even stop loss right now. So hopefully tomorrow's Monday, and yes, we probably will have some sort of retracement before the market resumes its trend, because that's what normally happens on a Monday. So let's see. The next trade, pound Australian dollar. We had, again, let me just add stochastic indicator and take off MACD. So there's actually 2 trade signals. There's one down here, bullish engulfing candles, stochastic is oversold, and that was the entry. But I didn't take this trade. I took it on the pullback, came back down. Notice the resistance level here. This is a daily chart right there. Resistance, when it's broken, becomes support. Market has memory, comes back down. And we had a buy signal in the advisory indicator, bullish engulfing candle, and this thing so far has put in 304 pips. I'm in this trade. Notice that I'm up 338. So I took this trade a lot lower down here. All right, let's move on. Aussie Swiss. Now this trade actually exited early. I think I took profit when it hit this level of support. And notice how it just broke through, but notice also I had retested that level. Support turns into resistance. This level of support, this daily candle broke below, but for 2 days it rallied up to the support, and that support turns into the resistance. You're going to see this a million times. This is how the markets move. So the entry was up here. We had, again, previous resistance level from back in November. This candle was my alert, bearish engulfing candle. The advisory indicator is giving us a sell signal. And stochastics, basically we had divergence actually here. Notice this divergence, two wave patterns going lower, and price action pretty much stable, not going anywhere. And there's a trade. This continued down to 74, and it keeps going. So it's broken the most recent swing low right there, and that's going to be now the resistance. So if it turns around and heads north, which most likely it will because it's so oversold, the stochastics is oversold. That is 74.25 is now the resistance level. That would be a great entry. Aussie New Zealand, same thing. This trade actually was, I think this is what, the daily chart. We were recommending this last week. Okay, bearish engulfing candle. Let me ask stochastics indicator. Stochastics indicator was overbought. Again, you need these things to line up. If you do not have stochastics overbought at a sell level, you do not have a trade. That's a daily chart. Advisory indicator giving us a sell signal. Stochastics is overbought. And a nice bearish engulfing candle. And this thing, I'm still in this trade, 179 pips. I actually took it late. Okay, no, I know what I did. I actually did take this trade, but I exited at the first support level. Resistance turn support. Then I saw that it was breaking that level of support, and I re-entered the market and exited. I'm still in this trade right now. Okay, these trades are based on higher time frames. If you want to make substantial amount of money in Forex, you need to be trading the weekly, daily charts. Use the FX advisory indicator. Will help you understand price action, candlestick patterns. Add stochastics indicator, and you have a trade. Okay. Let me see. The other one was, I think, pound dollar. No, that wasn't one of the trade signals. Euro Aussie, that was the other one. So let me just pull up. Bear with me here. Oh, and Swiss yen. Swiss yen was the other one. Again, support or resistance turns support. Here's a resistance level. Notice how this level was breached, and then price came back down to the same level. The advisory indicator was giving us a buy signal right there. And this thing went up over 200 pips. I got in a little late. I'm up 9. Actually, no, not late. I was just waiting for this confirmation. So the advisory indicator gives us a buy signal here. Let's see where stochastics was. Stochastics was overbought, but the only difference is that we knew that this was in an uptrend because it broke a previous resistance level. The advisory indicator was giving us a buy signal, even though we didn't have confirmation on stochastics, which is okay because price is still in an uptrend. The moving average line is slanted up, so that trade was taken. Here's Euro Australian dollar. Okay, and this trade, I think it was the same thing. It broke a major resistance level, and the advisor indicator was giving us a buy signal on a smaller time frame. Okay, and that's it, guys. Again, we're going to go over this in the trade room, the live trade room. If you're not part of the FX trade room, I would highly recommend being part of our trading community, where we go over trade setups every day. You learn so much about trading Forex and making a lot of money. So the live trade room will be open Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for those of you that are subscribers. Again, we're going to go over the FX advisory indicator on higher time frames this week. If you do not have the advisory indicator, you can purchase it on my website. The link is below. Have a good trading week, and I'll talk to everyone next